People always ask me, where do you record your podcast at? At the crib, in my bed, on my phone, on Anchor. Anchor is free. It has creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. They distribute it to all major platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. I make money off my podcast with no minimum listenership. And it's everything that you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Black Girl Experience sent you. Welcome back to the Black Girl Experience. I am your host, the High Priestess Queen. Today is Tuesday. It's Mars Day. It's the day to take action on your motherfucking goals. But before we jump into that, I do want to give a shout out to my girl, author Janae on Instagram. She just She made a post on her page and she tagged me. She said, every time I listen to High Priestess Queen in the car, I have to turn it down. When she starts channeling and gets fired up, it gets loud over here. I pulled up at Chick-fil-A to order and she screamed, "Get the fuck on with that energy!" through the speakers, and people was looking like I'm crying, laughing because I do get loud. I do get fired up. I do get excited. I get excited when I feel like it's getting deep. I do low-key hate that about myself because I feel like I get obnoxious sometimes. But that just be the spirit. Like she said, I be channeling at that moment, so I get really excited. I get really riled up. But that was funny. So shout out to author Janae on Instagram. So today is Tuesday. We're diving deep today. I hope you have your journal. I hope you have a little notepad. Yeah, that's another thing. When y'all come here to listen, y'all got to start coming with a notepad and a pen. I hope y'all are taking notes when y'all are listening to this, because you got to do the motherfucking work. And that's what we're getting into today. So today is Tuesday. It's Mars Day. It's the day to do the motherfucking work. On Tuesdays, that's when you take action. You initiate action on your goals, on your plans, whatever you are trying to carry out. Mars is the planet of energy, physical energy, action, aggression. It's the planet of war. You might have to go to war today. You might have to go to war with yourself today. You should be tapping into your confidence, your masculine energy, your physical energy, your emotional strength, initiative, self-esteem, and your personal power. Today is the day to bring awareness to your solar plexus chakra. Eat some yellow food. Eat a banana. Put some lemon in your water. The color is yellow. Draw two. You know, uno, okay? It's execution day. This is the best day to start the work week. Maybe you called off yesterday. Maybe you said, fuck that job. Like, I'm going on Tuesday, nigga. I got to get my emotions together on Monday. Today is the day to get your projects off the ground. Tuesday's energetic vibration helps progress through the rest of the week. Be mindful of arguments and confrontations. Like I said, Mars is the planet of war. You want to direct your energy in a constructive way. You want to get excited about your goals. You want to knock out your tasks. You might want to knock a bitch out, which I'm not opposed to. If you got to do what you got to do. You got to get active today. I already completed my morning workout. I worked out for about an hour this morning. Or you might be having sex to get your physical activity in. But whatever it is, you have to be confident today and tap into your intentions and what you're trying to carry out. Bring awareness to your power. Do what you say you're going to do. Actually do the motherfucking work. Be assertive, intentional, and be mindful of where you're investing your energy. So, should we start with the carpool? Let's start with the carpool, because that's going to get into the shadow work that niggas got to do. So today's carpool was the moon card and the devil card in reverse. A motherfucking reverse. We had a reversal today. And that's the thing. That's one thing that I'm not, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be very transparent. I'm not 100% confident about reading reversals. Because just because the card is in reverse doesn't mean it's just the opposite of being right side up. Like it has different meanings, but also some cards in reverse have good meanings. You know what I'm saying? So like the devil card in reverse today, that's good. Right side up, the devil card is about really tapping into what your toxic traits are. Are you in a toxic or an unhealthy relationship? Are you drinking too much? Are you smoking too much? Are you having too much sex? You know what I'm saying? Are you a slave to the dollar? All of that. But in the reverse, it's like you're coming up out of that. You're having like some type of spiritual breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? You probably working through the shadows or the darkness or whatever you got going on. So reversals can be good. So today we have the Moon card and the Devil in reverse. And my message for that is that you are slowly uncovering some harsh truths about yourself. Continue to work through the shadows and the darkness of who you are. This is going to lead you to the light. As above, so below, as within, so without. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand. Y'all know I'm the duality queen. I can see both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very in tune with my light and my dark. That's how I got to this point. You got to go through that darkness. You got to work through the darkness in order to get to the light. Nobody is all light. Nobody is just a motherfucking angel. Nobody is perfect Patty. You have some darkness in you. You got some devil in you. You got some bad habits in you. You know what I'm saying? But the thing in life is to find the balance between the two and to shed light on the darkness in order to come up out of that, in order to work through that. It's not just going to disappear. You know what I'm saying? So you have to accept yourself for who you are. But you have to work through those things. And it's so funny that I pulled those cards because this past weekend, I think it was Saturday night, I was doing shadow work on Saturday. What was y'all doing on Saturday? What was y'all doing on Saturday? I was doing shadow work. I was journaling. I was getting through some tough shit. But don't think, I didn't bring no questions for y'all today. So today is about working, never perping. Today is Tuesday. We're talking about taking action on our goals and putting forth the physical effort and energy to get shit done. We're going to put forth the physical energy to get through this shadow work. We're going to put some fire behind doing the work, doing the shadow work. So that would include what? Doing the actual work for shadow, because a lot of people be on the internet, be talking about, oh, I'm healing, I'm on a healing journey, I'm on a spiritual journey, y'all gotta do the work, Nigga, are you doing the work? You making all these motherfucking posts, what are you doing? I haven't seen you show nobody what you've done. What are you doing? We need some receipts, sis. What are you doing? Are your actions a reflection of the work that you claim that you're doing? You saying you doing all this healing work. You say you doing all this shadow work, but you still looking like the rest of the niggas on Instagram. I don't really know if you really doing the work. Not that it's my business or that I truly care, but I'm just saying you putting it out there like that. It's not looking how it's laying is what I'm saying. So actually doing the work, the shadow work, what does that look like? That might be going to therapy. That might be actually having to sit down and be real with yourself like, damn, I need therapy. I need to go to therapy. And a lot of people, I feel like a lot of black people feel like, oh, that ain't for us, or, you know what I'm saying, they're ashamed or embarrassed to say that they need to go to therapy or that they in therapy. How else are you going to work through this shit? How else are you going to work through your trauma if you don't want to talk to nobody about it? I've never been to therapy. That's something that I do want to do. I just never, I guess I could have had the money at certain times, but I had never looked into it or whatever. But that's still something that's on my bucket list. I do want to go to therapy, but also I'm the motherfucker that got to be the therapist for everybody else. So yeah, who do I talk? I'm the main candidate that needs to go to therapy because everybody else want to come to me and talk to me about their problems and have me help them work through their shit. Who does the therapist go to? When I do go to therapy, I'm asking the therapist, like, who do you talk to? Because you got millions of clients a day. Who are you? Are you okay? I just want to ask how you doing this morning. Are you all right? Because you dealing with some real heavy shit. That's energy work. People have to understand what energy work is. Can you imagine being a therapist dealing with people going through some tough shit. Niggas coming in laying all they problems and they trauma. You don't think that's draining? You don't know how many niggas be in my DM just, I got one question, and then it turns into 25 paragraphs. Bro, do you think that's not draining? It is. For the person that's going through it, is draining. So imagine being the other person on the other side of the conversation. Like, nigga, I got my own problems. My bills are stacked up to the ceiling, but here I am trying to help you work through some shit. So instead of emotionally dumping, why don't you take the initiative to go seek professional help and go to therapy? Somebody that's licensed to give you advice. Somebody that is getting paid to give you guidance and advice. You have to do the work. So that's one way of doing the shadow work. Another way, if you can't afford therapy, or if you're not at that stage, or I don't know, if you feel like you don't need therapy or whatever, okay, let's start having them uncomfortable conversations. Let's start having them uncomfortable conversations that you don't want to have, that you refuse to have. And a conversation don't always have to be with another person. For a lot of people, it is. There are a lot of conversations that you may need to have with your significant other, with a person that hurt you, with your mother, your father, your kids, whoever, with your friends. You might have to have some. And that's the thing. I hate when, it's a problem with somebody and niggas don't have the conversation. It's like, oh, dang, we just stopped talking. She stopped talking to me. We not friends no more. Because niggas don't want to have them uncomfortable conversations. Niggas don't really want to grow. Niggas don't really want to do the work. Niggas is scared of the work. So have them uncomfortable conversations. But even if it's not a conversation with somebody else, what conversations do you need to have with yourself? What conversations do you need to have with yourself? Because everything ain't about everybody else. It's about you. You talking about you doing the shadow work. That means you got to ask yourself them hard questions. What's my problem? Jasmine, what's your problem? What's the real problem? Why are you doing this? Why are you continuously doing this over and over and over again? And you're getting the same results. Why do you keep hurting yourself? Why are you participating in relationships and situations that are hurting you? What are you not seeing? You know what I'm saying? You have to have these uncomfortable conversations with yourself. It could be something basic. It don't have to necessarily be about a relationship. Why are you refusing to work out? You want to lose weight, but why are you on the couch eating that brownie? Why are you sitting down watching a Netflix show for an hour? You can't put in 60 minutes to work out. I don't know what your problems are. I don't know what your issues are, but you need to have these conversations with yourself. You and your baby daddy broke up. He moved on and got a new girl. It's a problem for you. I don't want nobody around my kids. Why you got a problem with her? Y'all not together no more. You need to move on, sis. I don't want nobody around my kids. Okay, understandable. But my thing is this where you got to really dive deep. And this is where you get into the decisions that you've made. And this is what people don't like to do. So say you and your baby daddy broke up and he got a new woman or whatever. You don't want nobody around your kids. Okay, do you want to meet her? Because you just popping off rah-rah at the mouth. Do you want to meet her? Do you want to see what type of woman she is? Do you want to see if she's, a good person to be around your kids? Is she going to be like a motherly influence? You know what I'm saying? You're not talking about the positive shit. You just don't want nobody around your kids because you're still mad and bitter about the breakup. Also, another aspect to look at. So if you chose this man to be the father of your children, you would think that he was a good candidate, right? So whether or not y'all worked out, do you think that he's going to go be around or be with somebody that's going to mistreat his kids? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you upset for? You would think that, my baby daddy's smart. He ain't just going to have no ratchet around my kid. He ain't going to have no, you know what I'm saying? Like, So that's a reflection of you. That's where it comes back on you. So if you upset, oh, I don't want nobody around my kids, I don't know that bitch, I don't know what type of shit she be on, you don't think that your children's father is smart enough to make a good decision on who to bring around his children? Ain't it his job to protect and provide for his children? You think he gonna have somebody that shouldn't be around his children or around him? Let's get to the bottom. Let's get to the issue, sis. What's the deal? Let's have these uncomfortable conversations with ourselves. Doing the shadow work. Actually getting a motherfucking journal and writing out your problems. Journaling, reflecting, evaluating your life. That's doing the work. Checking yourself. That's toxic. You want to fight a new woman because you're not with your baby daddy no more. That's toxic. Why are you trying to fight somebody? If you were happy and moved on in a relationship and a man had a baby mama, a woman, kids from a previous relationship, and she just came in just off top trying to beef with you, trying to fight you, you would be like, hey, I don't even know if I want to be in this. You need to check that and get that in order. It would be a problem for you, right? That would be toxic. So why is it okay for you to be toxic? Why is it okay for you to act like that? You're 30 plus. I'm going to assume that most of the people listen to this is in mid, late 20, but I'm 30 plus. I'm 31. So you need to check them unhealthy habits. You need to check them toxic habits. You need to get control over your motherfucking emotions. But this is the stuff that people don't want to do. Because you want to run around and talk about you having a hot girl summer. You want to run around and watch Love and Hip Hop and, do the shit that you see that these overgrown ass women are doing on TV. That shit is not cute, bro. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop no more. I don't follow Justin L.A. I don't engage or indulge in toxicity because that's not where I'm at mentally. I've rised above that stuff. So where are you at with it? What are you going to do when the test comes? That's the whole purpose of doing shadow work. But the universe is going to test you. It's going to throw you some alley-oops. It's going to throw you, okay? It's going to have some trick dice at the dice game to see where you at with it. What are you going to do when the test comes? And this is another thing. I am here to help y'all. I am here to be a light for y'all. But once again, this is energy work. So you need to acknowledge what I'm able to give you for free. Because I'm reaching a new plateau in my life. I'm not going to continue to do energy work for free. The podcast gonna always be free. But I'm saying like niggas really gonna have to start booking readings and shit. Because I can't keep giving this stuff away for free. So if you want the free stuff, you should come listen to the podcast. You can go on my Instagram and see the daily card pulls. But it after that, it don't go no deeper than that. I'm not gonna hold niggas' hands through this shit. It's literally people that be like, I just need your energy or just want me to go deep, deep, deep. And it's like, bro, I will if I'm being compensated for my services and for my energy. Number 2, it be people way older than me, way more life experience than me that be coming to me for the answers. And it's like, bro, what are you gonna do when the test comes? I'm not going to be here to walk you through it. I'm not going to be here to hold your hand. I'm not going to tell you every which way to make a right there, make a left right there. You got to do this. This the website you go to. This the book you got to read. I'm not going to do that for you. People be like, I just need some inspiration. Let me tell y'all something. Let me ask y'all something. Where do y'all think I got the inspiration from? When I was at my deepest, darkest point in my life, I didn't have nobody holding my hand, showing me where to go, telling me what to do. I keep telling y'all have to do the work yourself. You have to go within. You have the answers. But I think society is so used to getting the answers from other people, or you know what I'm saying? They want other people to provide them with what they already have, but we've been conditioned to be that way. My homegirl, shout out to my homegirl Tammy. She was like, girl, you gonna replace the preacher. I accept that. I accept that. I accept that. I accept that. I accept. That's cool. That's a cool title to have. However, even still, when you look at, you know, when people, I don't know if y'all still go to church or whatever, but when you go to church, and I remember the moments like going to church and be like, oh, let me get this good word. And I used to go to a very good church. In Detroit, it's a bunch of different campuses, a bunch of different times you could go. I used to go to Triumph. Pastor Kenlock, amazing pastor, a younger guy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like his delivery is very good for a younger crowd. It's going to get a lot of young people to come back to church, which is cool. He gives an amazing message. But for me, church is just like, oh, they tell you to do all this. Oh, just pray, pray, pray. Just pray, pray, pray. Just pray, pray, pray. Whatever. Like, niggas don't really give you no answers on what to do. But once again, it's about you having to do the work. But you could pray to that white man in the sky all you want, but nothing, or whoever you know what I'm saying? The universe, God, Jesus Christ, whatever. There's a divine source. The universe, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you look to as your higher power, cool. Do whatever you got to do. Pray, set up an altar, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want to do, that's cool. Whatever your worship process is, cool. But at the end of the day, you still got to do the work. You still got to do the work. After all that praying, nothing has happened. Because you still got to do the work. So it's the same. If you're setting intentions, if you putting shit out into the universe, it's going to do what it do. It's a divine source. It's a power. It's a higher power. But you got to do the work too. And a part of that is doing the shadow work. A part of that is stepping up out of that ego and getting to the spirit, to getting to the soul work. So like I said, people be like, where you get your inspiration from? Where do you do? I get it from my motherfucking self. But a part of that is doing the work. So if you not trying to book a reading, if you feel like, okay, I do got this, I could probably do it myself, I'm going to always redirect y'all back to yourself. I'm going to always redirect you back to yourself. You got to be on your hermit card shit. The hermit card is Virgo energy. Virgo energy is that's an earth sign. It's very analytical. Virgos are all about perfection. So perfect yourself. Get analytical with yourself. Go within. The hermit card is about going into solitude, and he got a little lantern, nigga. That's the light. You need to go within. You need to get the light within. You need to take time with yourself and analyze what the fuck it is that you need to do in order to rise above, in order to be able to come back out and be in the world. You got to take that time and go within. So what are you doing to do the work? What are you doing to do the work? What did you do today? Maybe you at work listening to this. Maybe you in the car. Maybe you working out. Maybe you walking. Maybe you on your lunch break. I need you to do something today. It's Tuesday. It's Mars Day. It's the day to take action on your goals. Let's do some shadow work goals today. What are you doing today to work on yourself? What are you doing today to work on yourself to be a better you tomorrow? What are you doing today to work on yourself to be a better mother? What are you doing to work on yourself to be a better friend? What are you doing today to work on yourself to be a better person? What are you doing today? What did you do yesterday? What you do yesterday? Let's recap that day. What did you do yesterday? I got another question. What are you doing tomorrow? What's on the agenda for tomorrow? Because people be acting like, oh, I ain't got time. Nah, you got to make time. What's the quote? People make time for what they want to do, or for you, right? You want to get right. You want to get on a healing journey. You want to be on a spiritual path. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a better person. You want to focus on self-development. Well, when the fuck are you going to make the time to do the shit? Somehow you got time to sit on the couch and watch Netflix all fucking day. Somehow you got an hour to spare to take a fucking nap. Somehow you could go out on the weekend with your homegirls. You know what I'm saying? You got time to go make a dick appointment and be on time for that. You could be on time for that. You ain't on time for that shadow work, though. Maybe next week, maybe tomorrow, maybe... Nah. What are you doing today? What are you doing to do the work? Shadow work Saturday. Shadow work Sundays. Pick a day. Pick a day. Pick a day. What day you gonna do it? Shadow work. Tap into them characteristics. What bad characteristics do you possess? What bad qualities do you possess? What's the darkness within? What 7 deadly sins got you in a chokehold? What are you lustful about? What are you envious about? Who are you envious of? And why? What that pride hitting on? Is that ego busting out your fucking shirt? Man, one day I made a post. Here, I got to go on my page and see if I could pull it up because it was just too much for me. And it just further confirmed the fucking message. And I was just blown away. The message was, and this was what I had pulled 2 cards from the Rebel deck, the like Oracle Rebel deck. So the card says, stop talking, drop the fucking ego. My message was, the loudest person in the room is the weakest. The ego wants all the attention and for all the wrong reasons. A big mouth is overcompensation for the fact that it's not laying like that. Stop running your mouth and let your energy speak for you. I'm talking about the ego. I ain't write nobody's name on the post. You know what I'm saying? None of that. So if you felt triggered by that, that means that your ego was triggered. You felt like I was talking about you. A hit dog gon' holler. If the shoe fits, wear it. Do you know somebody came in my DM and was like, oh no, like you usually be preaching, but today, no, cause I'm loud, blah, blah, blah. It was a whole thing. And I'm like, bro, you're misunderstanding the message and you're further confirming what I said. Tone it down. The ego is all about talk. People think that spirituality is all love and light and you got to be calm and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, no, that's not what spirituality is. It's not all love and light. It's a lot of darkness. It's a lot of shadow work is darkness. It's a lot of hard work. Also, I'm quick to cut into a motherfucker. I can quickly and very clever. I always say I'm the queen of clever responses. Like, I will cut into somebody. I'm not afraid to speak up for myself. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll cuss a bitch out if I have to. If we gotta get physical, we can take it there. Spirituality is not all love and light. However, silence doesn't mean weakness. Loudness does not mean that you're right. You could be loud and wrong. But she misunderstood the whole message about being loud and the ego, and you know what I'm saying, and the ego just wanting all the that's exactly. You came in here dropping your credentials, who you know, who you work with, what you. Once again, the ego, your ego is triggered. As a woman, when you walk in a room, do you want a Floyd? I mean, you might if you a city girl. You want the Floyd Mayweather in the room? You want the loudest, flashiest nigga in the room? I absolutely do not. I want the little quiet nigga in the corner. Probably got more money than everybody in this bitch. He probably watching the door, know what the fuck going on. I don't want a loud ass nigga. I don't want a big, you know what I'm saying? Because people that lead with the ego, people that are loud, people that do the most, people that are flashy are overcompensating for feeling like, I don't really got it like that. Or, well, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So baby girl had misunderstood the whole message and just further confirmed what I was even saying. So That pride, that ego, where are you at with that? Do that shit got you in a fucking chokehold? Sloth, just being lazy as fuck. Do that got you in a chokehold? Greed. Do you gotta have the most? Are you just obsessed with money? Are you a slave to the dollar? I need more. And that's the thing. When you really recognize greed and all of that, and once again, it's the ego. Why do you need all of those things? I want to live a minimalist lifestyle. When I get in my dream home, I'm gonna my shit, nigga. I want to have like 5 items in my house. I want that bitch to just look very clean, very spacious, very, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have things, but I'm just not a person that needs a lot. I don't like clutter. I don't like a lot of things. Like, I'm just very minimal. Period. Greed is, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand celebrities that got 72 fucking cars. Why do you need all these Bentleys and Rolls Royce and Maseratis? You only got 2 feet. You only got 2. Like, why do you need 1,000,000 cars? Why do you need a mansion with 72 rooms and it's just you and your husband? Like, why do you need all of that? It's the ego. More. Greed. Like, I need all of the things. Why? I just need what I need. I don't need a lot. And I also don't need material things to feel value in my life. The value is internal. I don't need watches and clothes and fucking cars I do want nice things, but it's going to be very minimal. I'm going to have my dream home. I'm going to have my G-Wagon. I'm going to live in a beautiful area. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to live my dream life, but I don't need the extras. I'm going to have just enough, just what I need. That's how niggas make more bills for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing all that just to have more fucking bills and shit to take care of. Why? It's the ego, it's the greed, and it's never going to be enough. A person that is obsessed with money and material things and all, it's never enough. I ain't gonna lie, Apple, iPhone, them niggas had me for a minute until I realized, like, and I'm probably never gonna switch from an iPhone. Unless somebody come out with something better than that. I can't really fuck with Android. I do just like the simplicity of iPhones. It's just, you know, the simplicity, the sleekness of the phones and all of that. It's just very, very much what I need. However, them niggas come out with a new phone every 6 months. And it's like, y'all niggas not about to keep getting me. Brand new phone, $1,200, a different color, a different size. What are the features, nigga? These bitches do the same fucking thing. Y'all niggas come out with the same fucking phone. I don't be seeing no fucking differences. No fucking differences. And I hate the iOS 15 update. I hate it. I hate the way FaceTime is now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, but it's greed. It's needing more and more. And the more that you get, you could give a nigga $1 million and it's still not going to be enough. I need more. I need 2 million. I need 3 million. You look at celebrities. I think it was Bow Wow. One time did an interview, was like, man, I've been to Australia 1,000,000 times and I'm tired of it. Like, what else can I do? I done fucked every bitch in the world. What else can I do? You know what I'm saying? I done had every car. I done went to every island. It's never going to be enough. The value is internal. I'm good with my little things. I'm good with my little family. I'm good with my little life. I appreciate it. I express gratitude for it every day. And that's how you get more. But I don't need more. If I don't get more, I'm going to be cool with what I have. Wrath. Is you a nigga that I gotta get revenge on a nigga. I gotta make sure this nigga life is hell. You done broke up with your baby daddy. You gotta make that nigga life hell. Why? Let the universe do its job. Black woman scorned. Relax. Like, what 7 deadly sins have you in a chokehold? What are you overindulging in? Are you releasing those unhealthy attachments in your life? So, back to the carpool. The moon card and devil in reverse. The moon card we know is about really tapping into our intuition and our emotions. The moon is a reflection of life because It's a lot of deception in life. It's a lot of illusions in life. It's a lot of illusions in your own life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, what illusions are in your life? What lies are in your life? What are you not clear about? You know what I'm saying? Because the moon provides a very dim light. And you can look at me as being the moon. I'm providing a little dim light on what you need to do, you know, on what path. I lit it up a little bit for you to get on your path. But like I said, I'm not going to walk you through it. I'm not going to hold your hand. But the moon illuminates the path enough for you to be able to see something. The moon goes through phases. Sometimes it's light. Sometimes it's dark. Sometimes you can't see the moon. Sometimes you can. You know what I'm saying? But the moon is about tapping into your intuition and your emotions. It's about having that faith and trusting your own guidance on the path. So that was the card pull for today. Dang, we ain't even get into the shadow work questions. This is going to be an hour episode. And dang, I ain't even plugged the mic up. That's crazy. Okay, but we're going to keep it moving. So over the weekend on Saturday, I was doing shadow work. And I was on the emotional intelligence section. But today, I feel like we're going to tap into the things that you hide section. Since we're talking about the moon card and the devil card and all of that. I'm just going to just briefly go through some of this stuff. I'm not going to read all of this. It says that this is the most important part of this book. The things that we hide both from ourselves and from others that makes it possible for the shadow self to exist. What most people do not realize is just how much it is that they are hiding and suppressing. So what are you hiding and suppressing in your life? What are the things that you're hiding? What are the things that you're not proud of? The darkness, the shadow side, right? This says almost 90% of our total brain function is made up of the subconscious and unintentional aspects of our minds. 90%. So that means that only 10% of who we are makes it up to the surface to be seen by others. No wonder we struggle so much with authenticity, trust, intimacy, vulnerability, and connection because we spend so much time hiding it or being in denial. What else? So take a moment to think about just how much you actually hide. Your goals, your opinions, your ambitions, your desires, your dreams, your creative ideas, your feelings, your fears, your insecurities, your addictions, your health issues, all of that. Think about all of the reasons why you hide those things. The fear of being rejected, thinking that you'll be misunderstood, guilt, shame, fear of judgment, being uncool, not fitting in, being left out, whatever. It's so many different reasons why we hide from others and why we hide from ourselves. But you have to get to the root of all of those things. And fear is like a very big part of that. A lot of that may be triggering for you. The purpose of answering questions, shadow work questions, is to finally bring them up to the surface for you to deal with and to begin to learn to accept yourself. You have to be honest with yourself and gain a better understanding, you know, to bring light to all of that. Let me see what questions. I'm going to give y'all a couple questions to work on. Okay, we're going to start with the first question. The first question for you is, take a moment to reflect on a few things that you feel most ashamed of and explore why. What do you think would happen if people knew these things about you? I'm trying to see if I can give y'all an example. Something that I feel most ashamed of. Okay, I'll be honest. Look at me being transparent. I really don't want to share my shadow work with niggas, but I guess I got to. I think the thing that I guess it's a combination of things. I would say the thing that I feel like I'm most ashamed of is like my living situation and the progress that or lack thereof that I've made through the years. So for me, from the time that I graduated high school in 2008 up until now, 2021, I feel like I don't really have anything to show for that period of time. From 2008 to 2021. I don't really feel like I have anything to show for. I graduated from high school. I went to Eastern. I had an amazing first semester of college. Amazing. I was on the dean's list, whatever. That second semester, things started to become a blur. I don't know what happened. Like, I know that, I'm trying to think. That was the second year, though. So the first year was just really like, I don't know. The first semester was really good. I don't know. I wasn't partying on campus. I was always going to Detroit. I was going to the male strip club with my friends, whatever. I think that a very big part of college and all of that was that I didn't truly know what I wanted to do then. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I really didn't want to go to school for real. If I would have really been deep into my journalism bag and know that, like, yeah, I want to go into radio, I should have went to a different school. I probably should have went to Specs Howard. I should have been getting into YouTube. I think that's probably when YouTube really got popping for real. I think YouTube started like to get popping maybe like in 2006, Soldier Boy time, whatever. But I should have been getting into YouTube then. I should have been trying to invest in a camera. I should have been trying to make a YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? But nobody was building me up for that. Nobody was focused on school and what I truly want. And that's a very important part of being a parent, is really cultivating your child's dreams, their creative abilities. But no, my daddy was like, sign up for all these loans and go to college. And I had no idea what I wanted to do. So imagine being 18, not knowing. You got to understand too, you don't know yourself at 18 years old. So I didn't know who I was, what I wanted to do. I was off at college, just, all of that freedom, whatever. So, okay, second year, I get with my son's father. We both in school. Also, this is diving deeper into the shadow work. Not ever really having my mom in my life growing up and stuff like that, and just being raised by my dad. I was just raised to have tough skin. My dad, it was really no like emotional support for me and stuff like that. I didn't really know much about self-love. I wasn't just a bitch that was out here just getting dogged or no shit like that. But I put a lot of my time, and I devoted my time and my energy into my relationship with my son's father. I was always going to his school. I was always going to his basketball games. Once again, that falling in love and being with somebody on top of not knowing what I wanted to do with my life, it started to become a tornado. That's when it started. I didn't even know it was going to spiral out of control. But once again, not knowing what I wanted to do, blah, 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 being so involved with him and just engaging with all of that, whatever. I get pregnant. Look, I'm going to run out of time. Y'all niggas only gonna have this one question. Okay, but let me finish this for y'all. So I get pregnant. I drop out of school, whatever. I'm, at that time when I found out so mind you, I was in college and I was living in an apartment, and that shit was going sour with the girls that I was living with. Whatever. Fell out once I got a boyfriend. So now I'm pregnant. It's time to go back home. My dad had already moved to Arizona at this point. Mind you, wasn't close with my mom. Was not raised by my mom. She was living, I don't know, Auburn Hills, whatever. So when I came back home and I was pregnant, I started staying at my grandma's house. So I went through my pregnancy there. I did end up talking to my mom. I did end up moving with my mom, like, I don't know, sometime before I actually had my son. So then I'm staying with my mom. At the time, my son's father is still staying at home with his parents or whatever. We in college, you know what I'm saying? So whatever, had a baby. We both still staying at home. Then I go through the beginning period of being a mom, trying to find a job. I done dropped out of school. I still don't know what I want to do. I stayed with my mom for a very long time. What happened? After that, I moved with my auntie. And anytime I went somewhere where I was helping out where I was staying. So I moved with my auntie for a period of time. I still got my son there or whatever. Mind you, me and my son and father, we done broke up, whatever. It's been years, whatever. I just been working little 9-to-5 jobs, whatever. Move with my auntie. I'm paying, I'm helping out there, whatever. Still got my son. Boom. Move with my best friend. Lost my job. Was unable to be helping out there. Had my son. Boom. Moved back with my mom. Helping out there, whatever. Still back with my son. Finally made a decision for myself, moved to Florida, You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on my feet. I'm trying to establish my dream life, blah, 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 whatever. So back to that. For a long time, I was ashamed of that. But like I said, so when you, and I guess this is the only question we gonna do. But being ashamed of that because like I said, from 2008 to 2021, a lot of shit happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit happened, was never really, and I talked about this before. I talked about how my most recent relationship that was very short-lived, he was a Capricorn. Them niggas is all about like hard work and money and all of that. And I told y'all that shed a lot of light on myself in that relationship. It brought to the surface that, bitch, you've never really been financially independent. You've never really truly been on your own. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it really shed light on that situation for me. So that was something that I was always ashamed of. Like, bro, you grown as hell. Even though I've always taken care of my responsibilities. Like, niggas wasn't taking care of my kid for me or no shit like that. But it was just like, never really, you know, being financially independent or having my own space. You know what I'm saying? I've had that conversation with my son. Like, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm working on myself and doing what I can to create my dream life so we can finally be in our own space alone. You know what I'm saying? To have our dream home, to have my dream car, so we can have this dream life. But that requires a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. It requires a lot of sacrifice, and it requires a lot of getting down to the nitty gritty. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? But also just adding on the whole, all of the other factors about where I was in life. And I feel like my parents never really set me up to put me in a good situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not 100% placing the blame on them, but that's another thing with black communities or black families. It's like, bro, when you turn 18, your family kind of be like, okay, fuck you, you grown, get the fuck out, go pay. You know what I'm saying? They don't set you up. I was fucked up. My daddy really set me up for failure by doing that. Not having them conversations about what I wanted to do, what college, you know, what we gonna do about college and blah, blah, blah. This nigga literally was like, sign up for all of these loans, get all of this. And he's a person that does that, like credit cards and just, it's like, bro, I have to pay this shit. Now I'm $40,000 in the hole of financial debt from school. And it might be more than that because I did a semester at UD Mercy too. So that's another thing. When I do become successful, when I do get my first big check, that shit probably not even gonna go towards my dream home and my dream car off top. I want to pay off all of my debt. I don't even got the motherfucking pay. I don't even have a certificate from school. Like, bitch, you graduated. It was worth it to. I don't even, once again, not having anything to show for it. So for a long time, I was very ashamed of that because it was like, bro, 2008 to 2021, what did you do with your life, bro? You have nothing to show for it. But all of them lessons learned, you know, me doing this shadow work and working through it. When I'm on the path. Y'all about to see your girl living it up. You about to see this dream life. You about to see some shit take off. And it's going to be like, bro, I had to go through all of that to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So, dang, where we at? Can I get back to it? I don't know what page it was. So for y'all, reflect on, I don't know what page it was on. The question was to reflect on some things that you feel most ashamed about. Let me see if I can do one more. Who are the people in your life that you seek the most validation and approval from? Who are the people in your life that you seek the most validation and approval from? I would say for me, it would be my dad's side of the family, because that's the side of the family that they give off the whole this illusion, this image, the perfect family with the white picket fence and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's the type of people that they are. You know what I'm saying? My brothers on my dad's side, they went to college, they graduated, they got married very young. You know what I'm saying? And that's no shade. I love my brothers. I love their wives. I love my nieces and my nephews to death. But they've always been the favorites of the family. I've always been the black sheep. My grandma didn't like my mama. I always got treated differently. I don't know why the women on my dad's side of the family dick suck all of the guys. It's so weird. But that, once again, that's a black thing. You know what I'm saying? They black families or black women raise their women or their daughters up to be super independent, and you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then it's like the boys get coddled, they get spoiled, they get treated a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So that's how the men in my family always got treated. So for me, it's like, oh, your brothers graduated. That one went to the Marines. You know, just whatever. All of this stuff, and it's like, here I am, the fuck up, never got married, had a baby, dropped out of school. But once again, it's like, what examples did my parents really put me in a good position? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to put the blame on them. But so I think, like, I do seek validation from them. You know what I'm saying? I think that, I'm not saying that the stuff that I'm doing right now is to get the validation from my family. But once again, when I become successful, when the black sheep rise up, like, dang, you broke the generational curses in this family. You brought, you shed light on the shit that really needed light to be shed on. Then it's going to be like, Jasmine, we always knew you could do it. We always, you know what I'm saying? We knew you was in that room doing something on that phone with the, I didn't know your podcast. Like, then it's going to be all, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be that. I think that I also have always had an issue with seeking validation from men in my life. And I kind of briefly talked about that before, about how, like, I guess that's part of the ego too, though. That's very egotistical when you think about it, I guess, if I have to be honest. So, but I try to be conscious of that. Like, with me doing this with y'all, I'm not doing this to be like, oh, I helped y'all niggas get on a good path. But with niggas, it was like that for me. Because, you always want to fuck with the niggas that, not necessarily like the hood niggas. Like, I told you, I never fuck with no drug dealers and no shit like that. But, you don't fuck with the, quote unquote, the square niggas. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? You go fuck with the niggas that is not on the complete right path. But I ain't out there fucking with no, no big meeches or no shit like that. But, I think that people are attracted to my light, especially men. They're attracted to my light. And I think that I kind of seek validation from them in ways like with me being able to help them spiritually, or, you know what I'm saying, just bringing a different aspect to their life, because men don't be on this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So to really, like, provide some type of enlightenment to a man, or to, really get him to tap into himself emotionally, or find some balance between his masculine and feminine energy or whatever. And it's like, oh, I did that for you. Like, I kind of, in a way, be seeking validation. So, and that could also be kind of egotistical in a way. So, those are the 2 journal prompts for y'all on the things that you hide. I hope that y'all really enjoyed this episode today. And once again, shadow work Saturday or Sunday. Pick a day or start doing your shit today. I really want y'all to journal about that stuff today. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram at High Priestess Queen. Follow me on Twitter at Healing My Homies. Subscribe to the podcast, rate it 5 stars, and review on the Black Girl Experience. Today is the day to hit your girl Cash App. Okay, I done dropped some gems for y'all today with the cards and the message. So if you would like to leave me a tip or a love donation, you could do so by Cash Apping me at $Jasmine Danielle. Like I said, tips are not required, but they are very much greatly appreciated. I told y'all I get my new equipment in the mail today. My little setup. I got a new backdrop. Got some new lights. So I'm probably gonna test that out when it gets here. Amazon better deliver it to the right motherfucking door, because the last time I ordered a package, them niggas took it up to the 3rd floor, and I was out here in this fucking 80-degree weather, this hot ass heat, running around this apartment building trying to figure out where they dropped my fucking package off at. So that's for me today. Do y'all shadow work, get your journals out, take action on your goals today. Take action on actually doing the shadow work. Please, 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 because your girl is not gonna hold your hand through it. Share this episode with your homegirl. Share this episode with somebody that needs to do the work, okay? We out here working, never perping. So that is all that I have for y'all today. I hope that y'all enjoyed this episode. Oh, also, if you listen to this episode on Spotify, I'm going to drop a question. I don't know what the question is going to be today. Are you doing the work? Well, what are you working on? If you listen on Spotify, you can answer the question and I can pin it on Spotify, so you can get your Spotify shine. So yes, that's all that I have for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I'm out.